Yeah. Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to AgileBizLeaders. This is an initiative to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to our friends. Having said that, let us get into today's video. We are currently discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is how artificial intelligence is transforming logistics. So this particular article has been published 20th of August this month. Why does that matter? Artificial intelligence can address many logistics and supply chain challenges, including vehicle routing. Chris Kaplis, who is the executive director of MIT Center for Transportation and Logistics, says that artificial intelligence is a moving target. It's not sitting still. It is aspirational because what was considered AI 30 years ago, even 20 years ago, it's not considered cutting edge AI anymore. It's always that the thing that exceeds our grasp. So, in considering how to implement AI, the leaders need to understand how different analytic approaches such as traditional AI, generative AI, and operational research and work together, right? So that's how we need to look at it. So as a leader, we need to understand the different analytic tools available. So it is useful to think of the evolution of AI in logistics in the context of other tools. Traditional AI analyzes the data to complete a specific task. Generative AI uses large language models to take something in context, summarize it, and generate a new content. Operations research uses scientific methods to study systems that require human decision making using approaches such as linear programming and network models. So, in logistics, these methods are complementary and they don't need to replace one another. So, operation research combined with artificial intelligence, for example, works very well in many instances. So let us look at some of the examples you can think about solving logistics challenges with artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence technologies are poised to solve many challenges faced in logistics, right? So these include fragmented supply chains and the need to connect networks to optimize and drive better outcomes. Market volatility, particularly changes in pricing and disruptions in services. Safety concerns, including those related to COVID-19, driver safety, and digital fraud. Finally, the impact that trucking and freight have on climate change. Uber Freight is using machine learning to address vehicle routing, a complex issue that involves determining the most efficient route for a vehicle to deliver goods to a set of locations. Trucks in the US are about 30% empty on an average, which wastes time and fuel and leads to unnecessary carbon emissions. By algorithmically designing the optimal route for a truck driver, the company has been able to reduce empty miles to between to 10 and 15%. Uber Freight is not the only company applying technology to vehicle routing. On a smaller scale, businesses typically use operation research and human problem solving to minimize the time and cost and distance of trucking and freight. On a larger scale, where more complicated routes and additional factors, operation research and human problem solving no longer suffice. To address this change, the MIT Intelligence Logistics Systems Lab is combining traditional AI, generative AI, and operations research to improve routing outcomes. When we see is that initially AI is taking a subordinate role, but as we advance through, we are starting to see it take more of a primary role. So eventually, we would like to see the generative AI take over and solve larger parts of the problem. So we understand that GenAI is going to lead the way for logistics challenges. So we need to understand the managerial benefits of GenAI in logistics. Using classic operational research approaches in logistics has limitations. Every time complications are introduced, such as different time windows, stitch sizes, track capacities, right? For example, the traditional algorithms need to be tweaked. Generative AI can generalize this information and obviate the need for new algorithms. As a result, these technologies are outperforming the classic methods for solving larger logistics problems. And there are other managerial benefits to these technologies. They are AI models systematically outperformed their training data, meaning they perform better on new unseen data than on what was used during the training process. This means that organizations don't need a perfect set of routes that driver have vetted. So this is a really nice time savings because it means you don't need to generate a special data. The second benefit could be by being trained continuously, the models will learn better routing policies automatically. If a policy shifts, for example, the model will pick up on it, eliminating the need for specialty algorithms. The third benefit is AI models eliminate the need for algorithms tailored to specific problem sizes and characteristics, particularly as different characteristics come into play. Right. So final benefit is AI models generalize well to previously unseen problems such as vehicle capacities. Yeah. So with that, we'll come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys got a better understanding on how to go about embracing artificial intelligence for logistics. We discussed about moving from a traditional approach to an integrated approach. We talked about examples from Uber Freight where they implemented machine learning for optimizing the complications in the routings. Not only Uber Freight, we talked about even the small companies also trying to do that because when you work in a small scale, you can use operational research and you can human problem solving techniques to work it out. But when it comes to the complicated system, when it comes to the complicated routes, and then you have a large scales of delivery or logistics system you need to have a combination of traditional AI, generative AI, and operational research put together, create an approach that will solve the complicated problems. So as we've seen that Gen AI is going to lead the way, so as a leader, you should be able to club these techniques as these techniques are complementary in nature in logistics domain. So you need to be a savvy in managing these concepts and combining it and taking advantage of good things from all these things and leverage universe system, right? I hope you guys like these kind of videos that help you to become a better leader. Right. So with that, I'm signing off. See you in next video.